I'm pretty sure we're all wearing almost the same exact outfit this last time we talked to each other.
No, I just got on like a little. I got my I don't give a fuck shirt on.
Nice.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
did you have to pick a little bit? Dude, that looks cool, dude.
Yeah, a friend gave it to me for my birthday last year.
Oh, nice. I have like it's just like a generic anime hoodie. It's just got like some generic anime drawings on it. So it's like no one in particular, but it looks pretty cool. It's kind of like that. There's no color in it.
Vapor95.com.
What'd you call it?
Vapor95.com.
Vapor? No, I have never heard of that. What's that?
Dude, you can get some pretty cool anime shirts, but it always has like specific styles on it. Like it's not just a picture of it, it's always done in art style. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Those guys and Wicked Clothes have some of the coolest like metal punk rock fucking sweaters and stuff.
Yeah.
Looks like a 70s like kids book. It'll be like how to summon Satan and other shit, you know?
That's crazy. I'm actually like, I was actually talking to a bunch of people, man. I'm trying to like, I've been thinking about like opening up an anime clothing store, like, cause like right now, if you want to get like anime clothes, you either gotta order it or look up on it somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, we might find something at a Spencer's or might find something at like even Walmart. You know, you never know. But like if there's like a one store where you can have it all right there and still do online orders, but I've been getting like a lot of responses from that too. Like people have been like, yeah, do that, because you like you don't want to wait like 6 weeks for your stuff to come, because they order it from Japan or whatever.
Yeah. I've had to take like months to get to me from Japan.
I know, right? And you're like, dang, you forgot you even bought it. You know what I'm saying? It just comes.
I feel like the Swedes need better representation in our country.
The Swedes? Yeah. That's
I need to be able to walk down the street in Great Falls and wear my anime shit and not feel self-conscious.
Right.
Dude, we have a bunch of like redneck, like bigoted hicks over here. So.
Where are you right now?
I'm in Great Falls, Montana.
Great Falls, Montana. Yeah, I mean, Montana is just not a place for like different people. Yeah, it's just not at all. Like you got to get with the program of Montana, or you're not gonna have fun there. Yeah, man.
Or just work night shifts and never talk to anyone.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Anime culture is pretty big, like here in Florida. Like you see people everywhere, and it's like, even like hardcore gang members running around with like Itachi shirts on, that's okay, what I'm saying? Hoodies on.
Bro.
Yeah,
those
yeah, for real, dude. That's
I
crazy.
see memes like I ain't eating at a Mexican restaurant unless there's a Goku somewhere.
Right? I think like the most anime thing with Missoula was like Pokeball, I think it was called. I never went there, but it was like a noodle shop there. Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
It was over there. That club where everyone would always end up at, like at the last. No, not Highlander. Wait, was it? No, not Badlanders. It was like so. You know where Badlanders is? It's like you have to go down past you go down past the Rhino or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you go to the left, and then it was like on the side. You know what I mean? Well, behind that, there's like another street you could take to go down there where that park was, and then like facing those buildings, there was like this place called Pokeball. So there was like a noodle shop there. It was pretty cool. I think I went in there once. I don't think I ever bought anything there though.
We finally got our first ramen place in Great Falls last year. It's called Hokkaido.
Yeah.
And it was super good for a week, and then all the guys who trained the dudes left, and then it was shit for like a year.
Yeah, it's like that, dude. Yeah, if I was open up like a Japanese like food place, I would like literally go to Japan, find cooks there, and then bring them over here. Like, hey, I need you to work here. Train people here, but still, you work here.
Yeah, stick around.
Yeah, you gotta stay. You know what I mean?
The guys who train those dudes were Japanese guys.
Yeah.
For a while, it's good now. I'm not gonna slander it. It is good now.
That's pretty chill. Yeah. So what you guys been up to in the last week or two?
Oh man,
Lanson's been playing Yakuza.
Yeah,
Yakuza.
for the first time, I'm playing like a dragon because I heard you could play that one and you wouldn't have to know the first 6 games. I just didn't want to spend 200 hours on every single game.
What is Yakuza? I never heard of that.
It is a this one specifically is a turn-based RPG. Yakuza member.
Okay.
Goes to jail for like 18 years and he comes out of it in his 40s into our modern age. And it's just about him trying to get by, getting kicked out of the clan and stuff. The first 6 games are about a specific Yakuza guy called Kiryu. And he's just a stoked badass and always ends up in like wacky situations. I was actually talking to Ellie about this right before you showed up. It's like one of the most serious games ever, and then you can like turn the corner and fight a bunch of guys in diapers.
Oh wow! You said it's turn-based. You know, I've fallen out of love with turn-based games, dude. Like
this
for
is
real.
better than most turn-based because when you use your special moves, you have to do like inputs while you do it.
Oh, okay.
And you have to like mash a button, or you have to time out to press at a specific time. You know?
Yeah, I've actually been playing. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think games like BDO is kind of like ruined me a little bit when it comes to like MMOs with like with combos and stuff, man. But I'll tell you what though, I've actually been playing like a shit, I can't even say it. World of Warcraft server, private server. Have you guys heard of those?
No, you could do that.
Dude, there's like hundreds of World of Warcraft private servers, bro. And I've been playing, so it's like free because you know private servers are free. So I've been playing this one called Project Ascension, right? And it's classless, so you can literally pick, like for your character, you can pick any skill from any class. Like you know what I'm saying. So you know how World of Warcraft is, right? You know you can like a druid or like a paladin. So like, but you can pick class skills from like the mage, the shaman, the priest, the rogue, and you can have all different kind of class to create like the ultimate hero character. And I've been kind of addicted to it because you know I used to be addicted to like World of Warcraft, dude. And so now I'm kind of back on it, and it's been fun. Like if you guys want to play it, I'll post it. The link to it, dude.
Final Fantasy 14 before?
My cousin loves that game. I think I played it. I don't think I played it afar. Is that the MMO one, or is that the one where you ride around in the car? Yeah, I think I've seen it. Is it subscription based though?
It is. I think it's like $12 a month or something.
Yeah, that's what kind of turned me away from MMOs lately. It's like the subscription based games, but I think I played it for a little bit.
It'll automatically turn off your subscription if you don't play for like a week. So
yeah, so
you're without it charging you. So you jump on and off and on pretty easily.
Well, that's pretty
the
cool.
only MMO I played besides Adventure Quest Worlds.
I've played quite a few. Like I used to be super into them, but I played New World, Fiesta, Requiem, Final Fantasy 14. Trying to think. Eden Eternal. I was really big into them back in like the mid-2000s when I had like a shitty laptop that could barely run them.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I just got Elder Scrolls Online too. And I played it a bit. And
I love Elder Scrolls Online, dude. I play it. I love ESO, dude. I play that game too. I haven't.
I probably only put like 4 hours into it. I should probably play it if I paid for it. But it's really good. You can switch between first and third person, and for the most part, it's like it's not as like in depth as like Skyrim, but it's really similar. And there's also like hundreds of other people running around.
I like how you say in depth like Skyrim.
Dude, Skyrim's pretty dope though.
It is really good. I've just been playing all these. I think they're called what is it called? They're called immersive sims and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Like Divine Cybermancy is one I started playing recently. And I remember like playing Skyrim, I'm like, damn, there's a lot to keep track of, try to keep track of all the ingredients and shit. Yeah, I played that game. I'm like, oh no, actually, Skyrim's pretty easy to understand compared to
I mean, for its time, it was crazy. But at this point, it's been, what, 12 years? Also,
Yeah, it came out in 2011.
If you want to play sometime, I have it on my PC.
What?
So, hit me up. Oh, Elder Scrolls.
Oh, dude, I have that game too, dude. We can play that game right now, dude. I'm all down for that. We can play that game whenever. I have I love that game, and I play it by myself, so it's like it'd be cool. I was in a guild, but then I stopped playing for like I don't know about almost half a year, and so like if you're not playing, then they'll kick you out. So yeah, it'd be cool to start a guild, man, with some people, man. But if you guys were, I want to get you guys in Project Ascension. Like if you ever were a World of Warcraft fan, this is the game to get back into it, dude. I'll post it. I'll post a link to where you can download it.
Discord.
Yeah, I think I posted it in the Discord. Yeah, it's free. Like that's the thing. It's free to play. So you know what I'm saying. So and it's like there's probably I would say there's probably about half like the people who play World of Warcraft now. There may be even if not more people playing private servers than they play the actual game. Yeah.
Warcraft kind of was going downhill for a while, so that kind of makes sense to me.
Yeah.
A lot of people who started playing Final Fantasy 14 actually came from Warcraft.
Yeah.
Over it, you know?
And they're
looking at the page right now.
Yeah,
it's
legit, dude.
Than I anticipated.
Oh, dude, it's like legit, and like right now they're in. I think they're in Wrath of the Lich King, so you can actually have a Death Knight now. And they've been moving slowly because they were in Burning Crusade. So they've been moving slowly as they transitioning to get current. You know what I'm saying? I think Pandaria is next. I think I'm not sure when they're gonna go live with that, but it's actually pretty lit, dude. If you guys join, let me know. I'll invite you. I just got my character to level 60. I played that game. I played World of Warcraft for like 3 years, and the highest level character I ever had was like a 56, and I just got to like 65 like last night. So it's like it was pretty chill. Yeah. There's so many ways to like.
And so that's like Terra.
Yeah,
another fun one.
I played Terra.
Actually, I don't know if it's free. It might be free.
Yeah, it was free.
Yeah, I mean, for being a free MMO, it's good.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Guild Wars 2 is on Steam now. So if you guys ever played Guild Wars 2,
people being excited as fuck about that.
Yeah,
Guild Wars 2.
It was pretty cool. It was like Guild Wars 2 was like I guess the opposition to EverQuest. Like when EverQuest came out, so people would either play EverQuest or Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2. You know, EverQuest was like supposed to be like the antithesis of World of Warcraft, but then you had like so people would play people who didn't play World of Warcraft played EverQuest, and people who played EverQuest played Guild Wars 2 because Guild Wars 2 was free. And EverQuest you had to pay, but people like lost their lives to EverQuest. You remember that game? People would spend people would lose their job. They would spend so much time playing EverQuest, and then like their character would die. And I think it was like permadeath or something like that, dude. So like people like lost their lives to that game, dude. Like literally like end up like offing the, you know what I'm saying, like ending it from that game, dude.
I've heard people becoming like super malnourished and having to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Playing like World of Warcraft and shit like that.
Yeah, it was crazy back in the day.
I got an Ascension account now.
Dude, we gotta play together. Yeah.
I played 15 minutes of World of Warcraft in like 2007. So I'll see how it's like.
Yeah, dude.
I like the whole idea of like being able to switch and mix up like your skills because whenever I'm playing like Dungeons and Dragons, I love to multi-class, dude.
Yeah.
Like I love being a jack of all trades master, and that's kind of like my thing.
Yeah, I like my character too. Yeah, I'm the same way, dude. Like I like the mage class. You got portal skills. I got roll skills where I can like pickpocket and unlock, and then like I got like holy magic skills from the paladin class, and then like I have like tame dragon, which is like I think a mage skill. So I have like this little cool dragon running around with me, dude. It's really fun. It's like fun, and then like once you hit level 70, which is like the level cap, then you get to start doing like all like the I guess in-game content, dude. It's all great. So check it out, definitely. If you get in that, John, let me know. I'll get on after this and we can play. And I'll send you some gold.
About it. So is it all like the same content from WoW?
Yes and no. Like It's all the same content from WoW, but then they added a bunch of new content, like a bunch of different things you can do, stuff that wasn't even in WoW. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I think like they have this way where you can like enchant your gear, but like you use like this thing, you got Bloodforge, like Bloodforge weapons and armor, like so they've added like a lot of new quests, like so you'll have like the War of Warcraft quest, and then you'll have like Project Ascension quests, and you'll see it. It's like Path of Ascension, and they'll show you.
It'll be a distinct difference, because I want to know like the differences between it. I don't want to walk into a quest and be like, I wonder if this was in the original game. You know,
most of the stuff, like if you played the original game, like you say you want to play a little bit, but like if you were into the original game, like if anyone's listening, a lot of that stuff is still there, and you'll know, like you'll be like, this guy doesn't look like he belongs here. You know what I'm saying? He'll have like a quest, and you'll be like, okay, yeah, so this is definitely new shit. You know.
This guy's model looks way too good for
right. Like this guy wasn't there. Like no, like but then they have like different ways to play. So you have like the regular way, which is like basically you pick your skills, and then they have like this card, this new way they invented like for Project Ascension. It's like where like every time you level, you get 3 cards. And you get to pick from one of these cards, and so like
a roguelike. Okay.
Right. So like, and when the card gives you a new skill, you know, you can pick and you can like exchange, and so it's like you can build a character kind of randomly, and you end up with like this really, you know, super cool kind of character. So they have like 2 servers to play on, so like you can check it out. Definitely, I would just say check it out because it's free. That's my biggest thing. Is like you don't have to pay $15 a month.
I won't be on today, but
check it out. Well, yeah, whenever.
If we're gonna make a plan to play it, what are you guys doing tomorrow?
Well, I know in the morning time tomorrow I'm supposed to meet with the guy. I met this guy. He's actually the guy who does all the art for like museums and like Congress buildings. He does like art for like
Like murals and stuff?
Not necessarily murals. Like, say if you go like to like your city hall building downtown, and they'll have like sketched art or some type of art on the walls. Like he does stuff like that. So he does like arts for like federal buildings and things like that. And so he wants to meet with me tomorrow because I'm supposed to help him promote. Because you know I'm a marketing consultant, so I help people build their businesses. And so like I'm trying to help. I'm supposed to be helping him, but that's gonna be tomorrow morning. I don't know what I'm doing in the afternoon. So you guys can just, but I'll be on all night tonight. What time you get off work, dude?
Anywhere between like 8 and 10 my time. Usually like 9 o'clock.
What time is it there where you are now?
It's 12:30.
12. So you're
I'm like 2 hours behind.
2 hours behind. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'll probably still be up around that time. Yeah, I've been going to bed super late. I've been going to bed like super late or early, and however you want to look at it, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I've been up. Yeah, it's pretty weird, dude. I had like the weirdest dream last night. It was so like vivid. It was like I was watching a movie, like these alien crickets, right?
All right.
Right?
You got me.
Right. It was like these. Okay, so it was like these alien crickets came down, and at first we were like the human race was like we were friends with the alien crickets, and then something happened, and all of a sudden it was like I don't remember the whole dream, but like all of a sudden we were at odds at each other, and so now it was like the human team had to fight against these alien crickets. They had like this giant aardvark. It was so freaking crazy, like this giant aardvark, dude. And then and so like the dream centered around like these 3 guys, and they were adults, but they were like I guess. In this high school, they were like undercover at this high school because it's high school. It's like a movie, bro, and I never seen this. Right, bro, but they were like alien hunters, bro. So they had to so there were these alien crickets were at this high school, bro, and they were they had to fight against them. And like one guy, he was in love with one of the cricket girls. It was like a cricket girl, and he was in love with her. But it was, dude, I swear to God, it was like this was a dream. I'm sitting here dreaming this, and I'm watching it because I wasn't in it. I wasn't in the dream. I was like an outsider, like I was watching it. As a movie. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just watching it. So it was so weird. It was like I never had a dream like that before. But I know they looked like crickets, but they could hide their face and look like humans, you know what I mean? Like I was like, wow.
Like Men in Black.
Yeah, it was definitely like a Men in Black kind of situation. I was definitely thinking that, like, it was like almost exactly like that. Like that would be a good movie for like a Men in Black movie. Like if instead of it was just like some singular bad guys, like a race of people came, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like a mix between like the faculty. And you know, and
I feel like the stakes are always higher too. You have more than one bad guy.
Right.
There's always one bad guy.
And
it's like that one bad guy might take over Earth, and then the first movie is like, oh, he's just kind of a pig.
Yeah, he's just like a big pig. He's just gonna eat everybody. So yeah, I'm like, now should I write this as a story or something? Try to sell it? You know what I mean? I don't know. It was like I looked around for like maybe what I could see online, and like all of us, but like the only thing I saw online is like I guess apparently they found these parasitic crickets. I guess a lot of crickets are being like in real life. This is real life now. Like they have like this disease or whatever. Crickets are being like controlled by these parasites. They've been finding all these crickets that have like these parasites in their brains, and so like I don't know, like these zombie crickets. It's kind of weird. That was like a weird. It was like the weirdest thing ever.
Before too. Like a fungus will grow on spiders, and it will eventually just take over its body.
Yeah.
Ants
too, I think.
Yeah, ants too. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then us watched the movies.
Huh?
Nope.
Yeah,
the Jordan Peele movie.
Nope. I haven't seen it.
Nope.
I haven't seen any of the Jordan Peele movies, dude. Like I haven't seen Us. Oh, you know what? I think I did see Us, but I didn't see Get Out.
I watched Us.
I didn't see Get Out, but I saw Us. Yeah, I saw Us, but not Get Out. Yeah.
Get Out has like one of the best scenes ever, where like this guy is eating cereal, but he won't put the cereal in a bowl. What he does is he puts a couple in his mouth and then take a little sip of milk and then crunch it. And I remember Jordan Peele was asked, like, is that supposed to be a commentary on the family trying to say that they want to separate the white from the non-white? And he's like, no, I just was trying to think of how a sociopath would eat his cereal.
Yeah, like he would eat them.
I didn't really think about it.
He didn't want to mix the
milk
in the cereal. That's crazy. Yeah, and I've never seen it. I think for some reason I'm weird, man. When there's too much hype for something, it makes me not want to watch it. Like I've never seen Stranger Things, American Horror Story. I never seen it. It took me forever to watch Game of Thrones because it was so much hype.
American Horror Story. I'd say like most of the seasons are pretty like mid, but there's some good. American Horror Story has some pretty good moments.
Yeah,
there's definitely some seasons you could skip though.
Yeah, I was looking. I like the pictures. Like I like the season album covers or whatever, but I don't know. I just for some reason like Black Mirror. For some reason I just can't get into like mainstream things. Is it?
One episode of Black Mirror, and it left me very uncomfortable. It was like the fighting game one.
Yeah,
the fighting game one.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like there's an episode of Black Mirror where these dudes it's like in the future and virtual reality is like becoming a really big thing to the point where you can feel it. Yeah, like you can feel everything. Like so these dudes are like playing a fighting game, and then one of them plays like playing as a chick character, and then they end up just like banging each other in the game, and then like they're just like a weird. Yeah,
they're like two 40-year-old dudes with families,
and they're in the that's crazy. That's crazy.
The end of it, it's like the wife's like, okay, once a year you can bang your friend on this day in your video game.
That's crazy. Hey, at least she was down.
Once a year she goes to a bar and takes off her wedding ring, and then he goes to the video game and bangs his friend.
So she gets banged out for real?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy. That sounds like how the future is going to be when like Roblox becomes VR. You know what I'm saying? Because if you've seen Roblox, they be doing some crazy things in Roblox, dude.
Roblox? I played Roblox a fuck ton. When I was like 12 years old, I was playing Roblox Modern Warfare all the time.
Dude, I mean, like, no, they got like Roblox, like hardcore, you know.
Like survival and stuff.
No, I mean like Roblox, like sex, dude. Like Roblox, like, like it's like if you go Google like Roblox, yeah, bro. But they got like long slongs and stuff, big old giant, bro. They got like it's crazy, dude. Like what I've seen in Roblox, bro.
You see that Roblox girl at a bar. What do you do?
Go grab her tots, dude. Just like.
Oh my god.
It's crazy.
The big rectangle arms and everything.
Yeah.
Like, hey, girl, you're pretty fine. Head back to my place.
Man, dude, it's I know that's wild,
I
dude.
didn't even know there was Roblox VR.
I don't know if there's Roblox VR, but I'm saying like if they do have that, then like because you know like if you go to like Pornhub and type in Roblox, bro, you're gonna be surprised what you're gonna see. like you can be like, these are kids, dude. These are kids, and they're like giving it to each other, dude, in Roblox, and they got like anatomically correct Roblox, dude, and they're doing this thing, and like so I'm saying like that's how it's gonna be like when VR and Roblox come together, bro. It's gonna be like it's gonna be crazy.
Elder Scrolls, Final Fantasy 14 has a specific world server where people RP with each other all the time. And it's like the sewer service. Like, do not go to Adamantine, bro. Because you just look at the chat and it's just like, ooh, rub nuzzles you softly. It's like,
Ooh.
kill monsters.
Right? It's
Final
Final.
think of Seth Siege. He has a video about Space Station 13.
Mm.
And he's talking about how him and his friends like kept interrupting like these furry orgies in the game, and they would like launch him out to space and shit and grieve him for like 40 minutes.
Oh, that's crazy.
I never understood it, but I guess it's just people not want to feel lonely. Huh?
I guess, dude. I mean, I'm all down about the RP if it's a good game and I can like really get into it because I like being immersed into my games, but like. You know what I'm saying? But I had a question. Like Final Fantasy 14, is it just like every other Final Fantasy where it's like turn-based?
No. It's an active
real-time comment
cooldowns and stuff.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like ESO.
Play on a controller too. That's why I like to play it.
It's kind of like ESO then, like where you have like all your skills down at the bottom and you just press a button and it does it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I just got a chocobo mount and it's saved my life because I don't want to spend like 4,000 gold to take an airship to these towns or teleport, so I just ride my chocobo around duck.
Is it like a lot of play to win? Is it pay to win though? Like people can just like purchase.
You gotta earn it.
Yeah.
Like you gotta if you want the best shit, you gotta find a group of like 16 people and you gotta raid the fuck out of the thing all day. I don't do any raids. I'm going through the main story
right.
I haven't really found like a community I want to join yet.
Yeah, I think that's like the biggest thing too. Like when you're so used to being a solo player, it's like how do I find like a good group of people? You know what I mean? So it's like it's crazy.
For like Destiny, I know like the raids are only like 5 people I think or 4 something like that. But I used to just go. There's like websites you can go onto. Like I'm sure if you looked up Final Fantasy 14 raid groups on Google. There'd be like a whole forum full of like people posting, like looking for 3 more people or whatever to hit them up. Because that's what I did to get through like Destiny raids when I was really into that game. Because I played by myself and like, no, I want to get the best gear. So I'd like Google like, alright, Destiny raid groups. And then there's like a site where people would post their like gear score, what console they're playing on, what role they're looking for, and like how many people they need, and then you just like message them on there, and like give them your gamer tag, and just hop right in. So that could help a lot. But with 16 people, it might be more pain in the ass.
So I listened to a podcast called Castle Super Beast. I say that every time I mention it on here. Please check them out. They're amazing. I've been watching these guys since I was like 13 years old. Pat plays a lot of Final Fantasy 14. He's the one who made me want to try it out. There's a lot of communities for raids, and specifically like event raids and stuff. There's a whole area based off Final Fantasy 11, which was also an MMO. And but all the systems in that area suck dick so much that you cannot go at it like by yourself. And there's a website that keeps track of every boss spawn time and stuff. And if you like try to fight the boss too early before everyone can jump up, you'll fuck it up and it'll reset the timer and the boss won't show up for like 45 minutes. So if you want to do that specific quest, you have to go to that like forum. There's no way you can't. That's just how in depth that one specific part of it is. I like Final Fantasy 14 because you can whatever you want to do, you can do it. There's people who literally just craft. All they do is craft like amazing weapons and they sell it on bulletin boards, and that's all they do in the game. You know, they're just money hungry. You know, capitalist mofos. Turn up your stuff a little bit. Ah,
Oh,
I'm gonna have to figure that out later. I don't know what the hell the problem is right there.
there's always annoying things.
It's always something,
whenever
man.
we're
You
trying to
always gotta
set up this
figure out
shit.
something.
yeah. That's
all good. It's all good. Okay.
So when are you guys gonna turn into VTubers?
I'm not gonna become a
Right,
VTuber.
that
I don't
train.
think so. Even though, like, that is a good way to, like, because almost every VTuber I see has like lots of viewers and followers and stuff like that.
What do you mean VTuber?
But-
YouTube?
Virtual YouTube.
Like, have you seen those Twitch streamers that have, like, instead of them, it's like like a 3D model of like some anime character or whatever, like an animal or something, and they're like mouth. It tracks your like face and your mouth and stuff.
Yeah, it tracks your eyes and your eyebrows and everything. So you're this character streaming. Instead of seeing you yourself, they see your character on screen, like
Oh, that's
playing the
cool.
game, basically.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We probably need some. I don't know what software that'd be. It's probably just some software.
I'm not sure. I feel like most people have to like commit, like pay somebody else to like get it all set up for them and like make their model and everything.
Or you can work for a production company like Viso, Shoujo, Hololive, and Nichi Sanji. There's like actual companies you can apply to and work for, and they'll set you up with it. But all the people who work there are usually pretty well-known people. They try and keep their identities secret, you know? Which I think is pretty fun. It's like, I know who you are, bitch. I know what song you wrote.
Cool. But I've been thinking about getting like a green screen, or or just like changing my setup around so I can have like a couple nice posters.
You don't even
behind me
need
with
a
some
green
lights
screen
and
for
stuff.
real, dude. Like you could actually, like, if I wanted to, like you know, even with Discord, dude. If I want to change my background, dude, I can change my background right now, like you know what I'm saying? Ooh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't even really need a green screen because, like, or like, if you're not using, let's say if you're live and you're using like, you know, Steam Labs or whatever, that cool. Like you can actually use Zoom, right? So instead of using instead of using like the webcam function on Steam Labs, if you use Zoom, Zoom has a green screen option to where you can actually like if you look at my older live streams, you'll see that I cut myself out. You know what I mean? So you see me at the top, but you only see my body. You don't see my background. It's because I use Zoom. I use Zoom instead of using like just the webcam function on Steam Labs. I use Zoom. I open up Zoom and I use the background, the green screen function in Zoom, and then that allows me to, like, you know, either change my background or have nothing as a background. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So there's all type of ways to like kind of do that, and that's pretty chill. I like that one. That you got right there.
Yeah, I'd be a VTuber. Big old titties too.
Oh yeah.
Still use my voice. Yes. Oh, we're twinning out. We got white shirts on, bro.
I know, it's kind of cool. I like that. It's like let me turn around.
You got
like
the chain.
this, it's gonna freeze.
Batman, huh?
I said, but you got the chain though.
No, I ain't got no chain, dude. I'm just.
You're not iced out. Chain.
I
got this from my sister.
Sure, that's it.
That's a good shirt though.
It actually is. It's like on the back. It says something like It's like I forgot what it says. It says something, but it's like I don't know. It's like
Truth or lies.
Truth, lies. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's like I don't care, dude. That's like fun.
I don't give a fuck.
You know what? I think I need a microphone. I need a headset like you guys got, so that way I don't have because like it's picking. Like my microphone is picking up me hearing you guys. So it's like when my speakers, when you guys talk to my speakers, it's picking that up too. So that's why I'm having like that feedback. Yeah. On my thing. It's okay. It's okay. Everyone, they're cool with it.
It's always a process. You develop it more and more as you go on.
Yeah, we'll get it together. We'll get it all together. Have you guys tried BrawlHalla?
No, but I do want to try it.
I played it, but
I picked up Yakuza and I couldn't stop playing that game.
Byakuza. Oh yeah, you said Byakuza. Like I tried to find it. I tried to find a Byakuza. How you spell that? BYA.
Yakuza.
Yeah, but is it Byakuza? Is it a game?
See, I'll give its combat a chance because there's so many variables. It's 3D playing, so if you have like a bicycle in front of you and you press the standard attack, your guy will run up and grab it and like do bonus damage. And there's a bunch of physics to the combat too. Like your guys will kind of shuffle around, and if you're in the middle of the street and a car comes by and hits someone, they just lose 100 points of HP automatically, and you can't move them yourself.
Is it?
Or if you're next to a bridge and you attack, there'll be a special like animation of you just knocking them off the bridge.
You're not talking about Yakuza, right? You said Byakuza.
No, Yakuza.
Oh, Yakuza. Wow. Oh, okay, yeah, Yakuza.
Yeah.
Like, is it the Yakuza Like a Dragon?
Yes, that's the newest one. That's the one where they changed it all up, new main character and everything.
That's a turn-based game, kind of like.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Well, I wouldn't just define it like that. There's so much to that game. There's so many mini games that are actually really fun. And there's arcades in that game where you can play full versions of old Sega games from the Genesis and stuff.
Oh, nice. Like you actually play full version games, like you just go to the arcade. That's a cool thing about Japan. That's a cool thing about Japan too, dude. Like Japan
still has arcades.
Yeah, they have major arcades, bro. Like 3-4 story tall arcades, dude. Like where it's like nothing but games, and they got games you've never seen before. You know, a lot of interactive games, like, you know, big machines where you're standing in and you're doing stuff, you know what I mean, jumping around, hitting buttons and typing stuff. Like, I'm telling you, the two major things that I think that the U.S. needs to adapt from Japan is vending machine stores and arcades. Like they literally have malls that are like nothing but vending machines. I went to this one place and it was literally just vending machines stacked on top of each other, and you have to like climb like ladders to get to this one, and you can buy anything. You can buy anything from food to clothes to like dirty panties, dude. Like anything you want, you can buy it out of a vending machine in Japan. I think that's pretty dope.
So you've actually been then, huh?
Yeah, I've been to Japan like 8 times, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, well, I've been to Okinawa, Japan. I've never been to the mainland, but I've been to Okinawa, Japan, which is an island off the coast of Japan. It's still Japan, but it's like not the mainland. And so, but you know, I was in the military. I was in the Marine Corps. So we went overseas a lot. So yeah. So like every time.
Assumed.
Yeah. So like we went to Iraq. I went to Iraq twice, and then I went on ship. So like, and every time we would go to Iraq, we would go to Japan first. We stay there for like a month, and then we go to Iraq for like 6 months, and then when we come back, we would stop in Japan again. So every time we went, we would stop in Japan. So I was in Japan like almost like 8 times, bro.
Was there a specific reason for that? Was it just a good spot?
Well, it's like that's where you're based. So it's like it already takes like 14 to 18 hours, depending on which way you go, to get to Japan. And so like when we go to that side of the world, you know, you want to stop somewhere. We would refuel, but like you know, you want to get somewhere to like get all your stuff, because like the less stuff that you have to bring, the less money you have to spend. So we go there, get all our gear, get everything we're gonna need. We do a little bit of training there, and then go ahead and go to wherever else we're gonna go. It's just like a layover, like a long ass layover. You know what I mean? Like
I got you.
A strategic base. You know what I'm saying? So you just go somewhere where it's safe, and then like even when you get to Iraq, we would go to Kuwait first, because Kuwait was a green zone. You go to Kuwait, you know, and then like and you go there, and then you start doing your transition. So the people that you're gonna replace, you know, they start coming to Kuwait, and then they start sending you over to replace them. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? So, and then when you leave, you do the same thing. You go back to Kuwait, you wait, and then from Kuwait, you go to Japan, you wait, you do what you got to do, and then you come back. Instead of just, you know, It's kind of like prep time, basically, for Batman. You know, you do your prep time to make sure everything was good before you went over. So but yeah, man, like there are so many things like taco rice, bro. America doesn't know taco rice. Taco rice is like the best thing. It's like a perfect fusion of like Mexican and Japanese food. Like it's like, and basically all it is like you got like what's that shit called? Like sticky rice, right? Like the little sticky rice. You have a layer. It's like a layered salad, and you have sticky rice, and you got like this hot ass meat, right? Because you know they cook their meat in like grease, and they like hot ass freaking meat. You put that on top of the sticky rice. Then they take like a block of like of cheddar, and then they like literally put freshly grated cheddar cheese on top of it. And then you put your lettuce and your tomatoes and your olives or whatever you want to do. And then you put sriracha sauce on that shit. Like instead of hot sauce, sriracha sauce. And oh my God, bro, the combination of flavors is amazing. If I was to, like I said, if I was to go over there, get a taco rice guy, because in Japan you can find taco rice everywhere, right? Really? Give me a guy that know how to make that shit and bring it over to the United States, it'd be a #1 hit. It'd be next to pizza, bro. People would be eating taco rice.
It probably would be too.
That probably did really well in like California.
United States is super into like fusion cuisine. Anyways.
Yeah.
If I know anything, I know working in a motherfucking restaurant, dog. I've seen a lot of shit. I've done banquets for governors' daughters' weddings. Like I've done some shit.
Yeah,
and I
totally
could see that taking off actually for real.
Yeah, man. And like another thing too is like another cool thing about Japan is like that's where majority of like at the time, I don't know about now because a lot of stuff is made in China, but a lot of stuff like that we like over here is made over there. Like Nike, Nike gets their stuff from Japan, right? So if I went to Japan and I went to like a regular store that sold Nike shoes that would cost me like $300 here, Jordans, I paid $40 over there, right? And
you know what? Okay, that makes sense for like the streetwear like.
Well, it's just because of American customs. Once it hits American customs, it just jumps up 300%, like automatically. So if you go, it's like going to the source, right? It's always going to be cheaper. But then here's the kicker, right? You go to a Japanese store, pay $40 for a pair of shoes, right? But they paid 25 cents a shoe. So they paid 50 cents, basically 50 cents a box, and they made $40 off you. You see what I'm saying? If they made $39.50 off of you, and they paid 50 cents for those pairs of shoes. So it's like, and that's how it is. That's why they call them sweatshops or whatever. They're getting paid pennies, because they're selling these shoes at 25 cents a shoe. And this was like, I would say 2004, 5, 6, right? So it might be a little bit more now. Maybe you're paying $1 a shoe, but still, like you could literally, and I know a lot of people who did this. You could literally go to Japan, spend about $5,000 on merchandise, come back and flip that to like $50,000 to $100,000. You know what I mean? Just because like they used to have these magazines called East Bay magazines, right? And this is where you could be able to buy like all the shoes that weren't in stores. So you can go in there, and you find all these different type of shoes that the stores didn't pick. You know, so like the stores will go through these same magazines. They'll pick the shoes that they want to sell, but then there'll be like a plethora of stuff that they don't pick. And you can go over there and you can get a pair of shoes that no one over here has because none of the stores sell it. And you can take that shoe and flip it for like $400 because no one else has it. You see what I'm saying? Like
it's a whole different supply and demand. All of a sudden, supply is super low, so price gotta go up.
You know what I'm saying? So like, if I had the money, dude, I would definitely be flying back and forth to Japan, picking up merchandise, coming back here and selling that shit. I would definitely be doing that.
Oh yeah, just out of the store, even really, you know?
Yeah, just like get like
official.
Get like a little storefront, bro, and just go to Japan, get all the merchandise, all the clothes, like all that stuff, like all these name brand products, dude, they're made in Asia. So if you go to where they're made at, you can make a deal with the manufacturers, and you're getting like legit stuff. You know what I mean? Like
I could use some new Adidas.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, do I spend the plane ticket to go over there? Because now that's a $2,000 pair of shoes.
You see what I'm saying? But see, check this out. Like, for like $1,500, for like $1,500, you go through like an Asian travel agency, right? You pay like $1,500. That pays for like 7 nights at a hotel plus a rental car. You know what I'm saying? Like, your whole thing's paid for like $1,500. You know what I'm saying? And then you spend like $2,000 or $3,000, ship everything back. Now you will have to pay for shipping. You know, you want to mail everything back over here to the States. And so if what you really want to do is have somebody live over there. So I get an employee, have them move over there to Japan, have them buying stuff and just constantly mailing stuff over. And then that way I don't have to go. And then like you just got, it'd be perfect, bro. If I had the money, I would do that today. Like, do it.
We got different dreams. I was thinking about opening up a hot dog cart.
Hey, nothing
Like
wrong
a
with it,
really
bro.
nice hot dog cart and go to like county fairs and shit around here. And I'm not talking regular hot dogs. I want some premium ass hot dogs sold out of that cart.
Hell yeah, some
I
kosher
could-
dogs. Kosher.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have a Thai dog or something, you know?
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. Like dogs around the world, like different flavors. Like the flavor of Mexico, the flavor of Guatemala. It's like guacamole on a hot dog. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'll do that.
That could do well. You travel around with that, make some money.
That'd be pretty cool.
Apparently, there's a place in California that like throws like a bunch of hot Cheetos into like all their stuff. Like they have hot
yeah, I heard
Cheeto
about
mac
that.
and cheese, like gourmet stuff, like all like hot Cheeto tacos and stuff like that, and burritos. Like it looks. I mean, I follow them on Instagram. It looks good, but it's just like. But it kind of seems like one of those places that might just be overhyped.
Yeah,
Like,
hot Cheetos. I mean, they're good, but like, it's really you know what really sells hot Cheetos is the branding. Like the bag looks cool, the packaging looks cool, like the flaming hot, like the way they have it. Like if you go buy clothes that have like there's so many clothes that got like hot Cheetos on it. You know, it's just like it's just such a it's kind of like McDonald's, right? Like the food may not be the best, but it's like the branding. It's McDonald's. Like if you ever watched that movie. I can't remember, but it's like the movie, the story of how they made McDonald's, you know? And
with what's his face? It was on Netflix. It was like the guy, like it was
Batman.
Like
It
a
has
burger
Batman
shop,
in it,
and then he
you know?
franchised it and shit.
yeah, dude. Like I watched that movie. I can't remember the name of it. It's right there, but I watched that movie, bro. And like he was like, they asked him, it was like, why didn't you just take the idea and start your own business? He was like, it's the name. You can't beat that name. The name McDonald's makes you just want. I mean, it just sounds American. It just sounds like where you should eat, you know? So like that's where it gets into marketing. That's why I'm a marketing consultant, bro. Like marketing is the number one thing when it comes to business. You can have the best product in the world, but if nobody knows what it is, if nobody can recognize it, if it isn't like if it doesn't just catches someone's attention, no one's gonna buy it or get it. You know what I mean? That's why that's what it's all about: marketing, branding.
Or you could have a really shitty product, but if you market it really well, then you're still gonna get people buying it
like taking case Apple, bro. Apple is one of the most. I'm gonna tell you, Apple is a shitty phone, bro. And I'll fight. I'll die on that hill, bro. I used to work for Apple. I worked as a customer service agent for Apple. The reason why Apple Care only lasts the most you can get Apple Care is 2 years is because they know their phone is not going to be worth shit after 2 years. That's why they're constantly coming out with new ones because they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to keep that phone for too long. Like I had this, you know what I'm saying? If you have a phone for too long, you're gonna realize that okay, it's starting not to work. The updates they updated. It's not even like they're not even making updates for that particular model anymore. The phone is starting to overheat. You know what I mean? Those phones explode, bro. And like
that sounds like planned obsolescence to me. That should be
it kind of is, right? So that's why they're constantly coming out with a new one because they know that their phone is going to be shit. And I'm gonna tell you, like 50 to 60% of the products that are in Apple are made by Samsung. So Android makes majority of the Apple products.
Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus for like 5 years now.
You know what I'm saying? I got a Note 20 because they gave me like a deal with it, but I've had this one for like 2 years already. It's already they're on like the Note 22 now or whatever. So like, but it's all about, like I said, it's all about branding. Like the only good thing about Apple is its ability to connect to all of its products. Like so if you have like an Apple phone, an Apple Watch, an Apple iPad, and an Apple computer, then you can like connect everything together. That's like the main feature that would and it used to be the camera, right? It used to be like okay, you had an iPhone.
Yeah, it's like we had 20 megapixels, bro.
Yeah, but if you look at Samsung's cameras, dude, guess who makes those cameras? Samsung makes those cameras. So it's like now Samsung's cameras are the same quality as iPhone because iPhone's getting their cameras from Samsung. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like it's all about branding, bro. It's all about like I say that Apple is the most shittiest phone in the prettiest package. You know what I mean? That's what it is. I used to work for that company.
iPhones, man. Like ever since I got this Samsung like four years ago, like I've been like fuck Apple. Like,
dude,
not even
I'm telling you.
like at my job we have to use MacBooks. Macs, and I hate it. I hate it so much.
Why
Because
can't
they're
it
constantly
just be like a
crashing,
normal
everything's
keyboard and shit,
it's
dog?
fucking so stupid.
Yeah,
But
dude.
that's what our fucking GM wants us to use, even though it's stupid. Cause one of the I work at a news station, and one of the engineers they spent $7,000 on this brand new fucking huge ass nice looking Mac, and it still runs like dog shit. And the engineering dude that works at the back was laughing at us because he was like, "Yeah, they gave me $5,000 to get myself a new computer for back there. So for $3,500, I got the nicest, most customizable alien PC with all the light up RGB shit, and it's running just fine back there." I'm like, "Fuck, why can't we use those instead of these shitty Macs?"
I be like, shoot, if you, I like, we can use the Mac. Let me take this computer home, dude. Let me have this one if you don't want the Mac.
Right, I know.
We can use the Mac.
I'm like, shit.
Let me put a 3080 in that bitch.
Yeah,
and see
dude.
how it goes.
But if you just you could spend half the money on a fucking PC and customize it to the max, and it would work way better than a Mac.
Well, see, the reason why
I know that
companies,
firsthand too.
well, the reason why companies are using Macs is because, like I said, their connectivity. I can with a Mac. If you have a Mac and I have a Mac and you're on the same system, I can see everything you're doing. I can
that's the
literally
whole
click
thing. We do
basically click a button and see your entire screen. Huh?
Yeah. We use screen share a lot,
But
and there's a few different servers that we have to build all the news shows on at the same time. So I guess with Macs it makes it so that we can all work on it at the same time really easily.
Yeah.
The thing is, they fucking crash all the time and lose connection to their servers and all sorts of shit. Programs run horribly on them.
Horrible.
Whereas a PC, I feel would just be it would just fly, because sometimes it'll take me fucking 20 minutes to download an 800 megabyte video that I need, and I'll be like, fuck, why is this taking so long at 800 megabytes?
Yeah. Because
well, 2 minutes.
most product, most
seconds.
software is made either with Windows or for Windows, and so they have to port it to Mac, right? You don't see too many creators creating things on a Mac. You'll see people like individuals using creating videos, but as far as software designers, software engineering, they're not making those things on a Mac. They're making it on a PC, and then they're porting it to Mac and porting it to Linux or something, or they're making it in Linux and then porting it everywhere else, depending on the software.
my brother uses Linux, and every time I watch him do it, I'm like, bro, I can just click on an icon and start this. Why are you typing in all this shit all the time, dude?
I mean, Linux is for those kind of people who are the hardcore kind of hacker generation, people who want to feel they're hacking into their computer. You know what I mean? It's pretty
that's
cool.
my brother. 100%.
So you would use Linux if you want to feel you're basically you're from you watch that movie Hackers with Angelina Jolie, and you want to you know what I mean? So you want to feel that you're that, so you use Linux because everything's in code, and he's oh yeah, it's like Matrix, yeah, I see blonde and this and this and this is a string of code and everything like that.
I can see the code.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, dude. That's what it's all about how the user. But a good Mac, a good PC would especially upgradable. You can't upgrade a Mac for nothing, dude. They specifically made it that way so that you can't.
It's designed for you to not even be able to open it up, essentially.
Right, and if you do, it blows out the warranty, which you only get 2 years anyway. So 2 years, and most computers, it used to be every 3 to 5 years, you'd have to upgrade. Now it's every 6 months, dude. They're coming out with something, you know what I'm saying, as far as or a new chip or a new processor or a new, whatever, CPU, you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of you kind of if you want to stay up to date, you kind of got to be on that. And so as far as Mac, they just say, hey, well, just buy a new one, spend another $200,000 on a new computer. You know what I mean?
Instead of putting in a new processor, it's no, just get a new Mac. But everyone who buys Macs, they deserve it.
Yeah, really. I mean, when I went to college, they had bought these a whole bunch of Macs, and no one used them, bro. They were just sitting there. They was hey, if you guys don't use them, we're gonna lose them. So they were trying to incentivize people to use the Macs, and I'm nobody wanted to use those things. They were just they had bought all these expensive ass Macs, and no one wanted to use them because why? Why would you want to use it? You got to learn this entirely different way of, and it's just backwards, right? They move everything from this side of the screen to this side of the screen and call it, innovation.
The keyboards are different. And there's different quick commands for everything.
Right.
It's just fucking annoying.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's like hella crazy. That's why I'm good old PC. When I was a kid, we used to build these things, man. So it's like, hey, I know what I'm doing. So like,
you go.
no,
I stopped to think about. Okay, my stepdad was in the Air Force for 22 years, and he worked a lot with like cybersecurity and shit. He was on computers all the time. One of my favorite things that would happen, besides him being deployed, that sucked, but when he'd come back from deployment, he'd always have this garbled together like piece Frankenstein PC with like 40,000 songs and movies that weren't even out in theaters yet.
Right.
Shit like that.
Yeah,
I'd be like, well, he's gone for like 6 months out in the middle of nowhere, but he's gonna come back with some cool shit, so maybe that will.
that sounds like
Take
that
the edge off a little
that
bit.
LimeWire and Napster era. You know what I mean? When everyone was getting.
Oh yeah,
their
it's around
torrents.
there. This is like 2005 to 2010, basically.
Yeah, everyone was
know?
all like uTorrent, like Pirate Bay, like you could get everything. My cousin used to be like that. He'd sit there and be just downloading episodes and seasons and movies and everything, having like 100 gigs of like just videos and music. And I'm like, people like, I don't pay for nothing. You know, you just used to have all the what was it, Morpheus and all different types of ones.
He brought back a formatted Xbox original, and you could just play like these rip CDs of like popular games and shit. So I'd play like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and you look at the CD and you can see it's just like a little plastic sticker they put on top of it, and it's all shitty. But it worked perfectly.
Sound like the way Dreamcast was. Like Dreamcast was like you could play it's like an emulator. It was like you could play anything on that thing.
Oh, Sega. At least they still do Yakuza, so.
Yeah.
They do Persona too, actually.
Persona.
The new Yakuza is a lot like Persona.
I haven't played Persona. Is it turn-based too?
It is turn-based. Yakuza is way more fun to play than Persona. Persona is more about your visual novel. Who am I going to date in high school? And then you go into like the demon world and it's all fucked up.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
That sounds like an isekai waiting to happen. That's pretty cool.
You basically isekai yourself into the character. That's kind of how it rolls in Persona.
Dude, and if there was any game that you have played ever or play that you had to get isekai'd into, what would it be?
Oh, definitely not Dark Souls.
Hell no! Or Elden Ring, like hell, fuck that game.
No, that'd be a shitty world to live in.
Yeah.
If I was gonna get isekai'd somewhere,
I'd want to go like somewhere futuristic. I think because I've been watching Westworld. Have you guys watched that show?
I watched the first season.
I wanted to watch it. I think I've seen like the first couple episodes.
It's good. It's really good.
I think
it's not quite like an isekai, but like you know how it works. Like you go into the theme park that has a bunch of androids and whatnot in it. So it's like pretty close.
You do get sent to a different
simulation.
world, but it's an artificial world created by these guys.
Yeah, but because I was just watching. I was like, why the fuck would you choose to go back in time to like the Wild West when you could like I'd rather just go to the future. Like, why would you go do something that's already happened?
Like, I would love to be a cowboy,
dude. I
got a Central Action 357 already, dog. With the leather holster and
I can
everything.
see the appeal for like a lot of people, but for me, it's like, would you rather go back in time or into the future? If you go into like a simulation, fucking go into the future, man.
What future isekai video game would you do?
I mean, like the closest thing would be like Cyberpunk if it wasn't like super crime ridden, I guess. But even if it is, you have like the mantis blades to chop people up with and shit like that. Like,
yeah, true.
It'd be fun.
I don't know. I've always been like.
Watched the Truman Show? I have not watched the Truman Show.
I like the Truman Show.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, they should do a part 2. They should have did like a whole series of Truman shows, like. But I don't know, man. I've always been like a medieval type of fan. Like I always like the dragons, Dungeons and Dragons type of guy.
Fantasy, something like fantasy.
Yeah, it had to be definitely like there has to be magic, bro. I want to be able to shoot freaking fireballs out of my freaking hands. I don't know. I think. I mean, World of Warcraft actually wouldn't be that bad to get isekai into. You know what I'm saying? I guess maybe because I've been playing it. You know what? I wouldn't want to go to like ESO or Fallout. Like Like
Yo,
hell,
fuck Fallout, dude.
fuck Skyrim, cause you know, like ESO, right? Takes place in the first era, so you know what happens. You know all that shit gets destroyed like later on. You don't wanna stay in that. And then like,
I've listened to a lot of lore videos.
Yeah, so you like fuck that shit. Honestly, like, you know, Zelda. I wouldn't mind getting these kind into like a Zelda, but not like, but like in the future though, like Breath of the Wild, like, you know, the future, not like in the past, because you know, because like if you go like to like Link to the Past,
Calamity.
yeah, there's a calamity, you know, in Link to the Past, you know, like there's a great war that takes place. That's why they're in the situation that they're in now. So like it would be like Breath of the Wild and on up, you know what I mean? Because at least then. It's more so like, you know, you can kind of you don't know what's gonna happen. You can kind of create your own kind of thing. Yeah, I had because I asked myself this question before, and for some reason I can't think of the game that it was that I wanted to be in. But
have you guys, if you had, sorry to cut you off,
no,
if you had the funding and everything that you wanted to like make a video game, do you guys have something in mind?
Yes.
Like, do you have like Yeah.
Yes.
I would make a video game based off of the Dune series, 100%.
Dune?
It would be the most psychedelic fucking video game ever.
You said the Demon series?
No, Dune.
Dune series. Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Giant worms and stuff, man. You get like body armor. You know what?
Taking spice and seeing the past, future, and present all at once. That'd be pretty sweet.
Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of like Moon Sugar in Skyrim.
Yeah, kind of.
The skooma.
It's like Moon Sugar, except for if you take enough of it, your eyes turn blue, and then you can ascend to godhood.
Oh, wow.
Dude, I've been listening to it as an audiobook at work, and I've been rewatching the movie a couple times.
The old one or the new one?
In high school. The new one, not the David Lynch, the new one.
Yeah.
But I need to talk about this isekai thing, because I've figured it out. I would go to Devil May Cry and be a half devil, you know, have half demon blood in me, and I just style on demons all day with infinite stamina, and I just see how hard I could fuck those guys up. That's what I would do. And you could still eat pizza and drive a car.
Yeah,
you know?
so it's got like the modern kind of thing.
Still have all the modern shit, but then if I want to go outside and like aerial rave someone, I can do it. You know, that's what I'd do, 100%.
That'd be dope, dude. Well, to answer your question, Elliot, like if I had infinite money to make a game, like, okay, so it would take. So there's the main thing about video games now that I think that's just the biggest problem is NPCs, right? Like everything about games have changed. Like the graphics has changed, the story has changed, but the NPCs are relatively the same. You go to a game, like NPCs are they're just static characters. They have like a few little lines. I would create a game to where the NPCs are almost like each one's almost like an AI. Like they're reactive. They do things. Like if you go, if there was a guy that was he was the blacksmith, you know, in this town, but all of a sudden, you know, one day, you know, he decides he wants to, you know, become like an adventurer, and so you go to the store. He's no longer there anymore because he decided to do something different. You know what I mean? Like so, and then maybe someone else will take his place, or someone else has. Have you ever played Dwarf Fortress? I think you probably hear me.
You showed me that.
Play it,
yeah. So like Dwarf Fortress is kind of like that, to where like each individual character in the game, even though they're little sprites, each individual character in the game has their own thoughts, their own feelings, their own wants, their needs, their life goals, motivations, and so like I would make a game to where like the world would be almost like the world I would want it to be in. It's kind of like would be kind of like this old game. I can't remember the name, like Mitsuki or something like that. But it was like a game where like you could fight characters and like evolve. Like you would when you fought something, you could learn their moves. Like I would make a game
where 100%.
Right. So like I would make a game to where like you would you start out as like this noob, but then like you could like evolve your character through like either gaining skills or like even mutating yourself through monster blood or whatever, and like or like, you know, learning skills from other people, and then like but at the same time the characters in the game would all be like unique. Like there won't be any static characters. There'll never be a character that's just sitting there that's always there in one spot. Like times of the day would be different. Like if a character met an NPC met another NPC and they fell in love and they decided to do something different, like that would happen. And so like you could have a town where like, you know, some guy went crazy, decided he wants to become like a world dominator and like kills everyone in that town, and that was your favorite town. You'd always go there because they had the cheapest prices.
It's like
And
a
now
natural thing that
yeah,
happens,
you know what I'm
too.
saying? Like it's done now. Now you got to find
Non-scripted.
someone different. Like the game would forever be evolving. Like your character is evolving, the game's evolving, and it would always be on. It would never be off. Like it'd be like a super server where it's like it's always running. The characters are always like they're thinking of new ways, and I would even have it to where like the gods are actually the AI. So like I would have an AI that governs nothing but economics in the game, an AI that governs nothing but like weather and like you know catastrophes and or whatever, an AI that governs nothing but the mobs, and like an AI that governs nothing but like the NPC. So like each AI would have a specific job, and they would govern that, and they would be like basically the gods of that world, and like so you would be able to do anything. Like if you wanted to be a shopkeeper, you'd be able to buy a shop, open a shop, like go out and find materials, sell them in the shop, or you could like go to a town, build an entire town. NPCs would just come from other places and move into your town. You know what I mean? Like,
and that's because they wanted to.
Yeah, because they wanted to.
Here because I can open up
you
a
like
shop or
triggered
something.
some
Right,
quest line or
and
something.
and I've thought about that extensively. Like, so say like if you build like let's say you build a merchant shop. Well, the merchant shop itself would become almost like an AI, like an NPC, and it would sit there and it would say
based off of the actual economy of the
right
world.
You know what I'm saying? And so it would sit there and it would send out a code like buy me, come to me. Like so an NPC that wanted to like own like so there was an NPC in the game that wanted to become a merchant. It would then like get that check. Okay, so it would know. Okay, so there's a shop over here in this town that wants to be occupied. So then the NPC would go there, and if it had enough money to purchase it, it would become the merchant of that building. You know what I mean? And so it would run that way. Kind of like, have you ever seen Log Horizon? Right?
I haven't.
Oh my God, Log Horizon is probably one of my favorite isekais next to like Overlord. Like Log Horizon is like it's so good. Like the villain in glasses, dude. Like you would love it, dude. You would love Log Horizon. Watch Log Horizon. It's like
Make a note,
dude. It's like one of the best isekais anime out there. But the world that it encompasses, right? The world that they have, you see it how it evolves. How like when the players get there, the NPCs like change to the players. Like they're doing one thing, all of a sudden it's like, okay, so now they're doing something different that wasn't programmed into the game. You know what I mean? Because they're learning. They're becoming like different. They all of a sudden now they're wearing clothes like the players are wearing. Now they're building relationships with the players, and it's like so it's like it's just I would make a game that was like I said it was always going. It was so like and it would be ever evolving. You know what I mean? And so like say if there's like this one character, this one NPC, and his whole life he was like he trained in this skill. He became like the master of like this martial arts skill, and like he was the only NPC in the entire world who knows this skill. And so and if you was to happen to look up on him and find him, he would become your teacher. He would teach you this skill, and like maybe somehow he dies of old age. So now that skill is gone. He's no one
And
out there.
you're the only one.
And you're like the only one who, or you know what I'm saying? Like that's how unique your character could be in this game. You see what I'm saying?
Do you look up like deep learning AI very often? I think your game could be a reality in 10 years, easy.
There's a subreddit that I went to. It's like a game development subreddit, and like I brought this question up: like, can NPCs basically learn like AIs in the game? And so like I got like a lot of feedback. There's actually a few games. There's a game called Futura, I think it's called like Futura or something like that. And it's like they're actually trying to do something like that. It looks like 2D like RimWorld kind of like looks kind of like RimWorld, but like but
a little better at least than RimWorld.
Yeah, it looks a little better. Like they're all blocky though, but and so like but like the characters, NPCs in the game, like it's supposed to be each one is like an AI. Like you can ask it questions, like literally type in a question and it'll be able to react to you. And, you know what I'm saying? You can tell, you can. It's like different things, like the farmer's farm. It's kind of weird. I looked into it, So I'm thinking like something like that could actually happen on a 3D scale. You see it? You looked it up?
I'm trying to find it, and it keeps going.
I think it's called Futura. I think it was that was the name of it. Futura. Let me see.
Apparently, it's an Adobe font too.
Oh, it is a Adobe font. I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna have to find. I'll find it and then see. No, that's not it. It was Let me see. AI NPC game.
I remember 2012. One of the first AI video games. It was just you at a dinner party with two people, and you just fuck with them if you wanted to, or you just have a normal dinner party. I remember people be like, "Yeah, I kept trying to bang that dude's wife in the kitchen when we watched
in the game."
And it's like, but he kept crying and making the girl feel bad.
Oh, man, it's messed up, dude. It's called Futurable.
Futurable.
Futurable. Futurable. It's called True AI Game, AI Brain Game, and it's like, and so I looked into that game. It's like it says that they're fully autonomous. It says fully autonomous AI characters. So I was wondering about it. It's like it's actually pretty cool. It's kind of 3D-ish, kind of like a Roblox almost. But it's still like kind of like top down kind of look.
Oh, I'm kind of looking at it right now. Actually.
Yeah. So there's like a video of a guy. And so, like, you can actually talk to him.
You'd have to do it like that, though, like at the beginning.
At the beginning,
it
kind of
takes so much power to run all those AIs at once.
That was like the biggest comment that I had. Like, everyone in the subreddit was like, yeah, like it could be done, but like it would take so much work to like do each individual thing, like because you would have to program all of that, like right. You'd have to program like these checks, like so like how I described it. So say it would be like, okay, let's say like every couple seconds, like the game would run a check on every character. So like it'll check
like Dungeons and Dragons, like a passive.
Yeah, like you know, what I'm saying like all these different like checks. Like, are you hungry? Are you thirsty? Are you have you fulfilled your dream? Have you did it? And it would answer each question. So it's like it'd be like, are you hungry? Yes. Do you have money to buy food? No. Do you have food in your inventory? No. Do you So it would run this like super fast check. And so like, but in the game world, you would see a character. So like basically, like so let's say the character had a potential, or the NPC had a potential to steal, right? So like it would go through these checks and it would be hungry, but it has no money, and but it has a potential to steal. So it's okay. So it goes to try to steal some food from the baker, and so like so it run all these checks. Like, does it have enough stealth? Does it have enough perception? Does it have enough ability to do this, to get away with it? And if it doesn't, so I guess it would be hard to do all of that. But I think an AI that could do it, could probably do it. You know what I mean?
I think a deep learning AI could just develop the game for you at one point.
Oh yeah, like you just tell it, hey, I want a game like this.
Learning images where you just type in a random prompt where you type in like man meets an angel, and it'll be like this almost perfectly rendered like AI image, and you're like, no. They're gonna do that shit with movies and everything.
I've seen that. There's a filter called AI generator on TikTok, dude, and it's pretty. It's pretty dope. I started a whole channel for that AI, like a whole TikTok page, for that AI, and it's pretty dope. Like I'll show you. Like I did.
Like that in the chat.
I put in like anime. I mean, like Iron Man. So that's like an Iron Man photo. Hold on. Let me turn off this damn. This damn background.
It's like a mushroom house to me, but okay.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Hold on. Okay, so like I typed in like Iron Man, so they came up with these random ass images. I thought it was pretty dope.
Oh, okay.
You could type in AI.
You can type in anything, and it'll like.
Oh my god.
So I was thinking about doing that. I was gonna do like one of those for like every Avenger. It's called Comic Critic on TikTok. I was like, okay, I think this would be pretty dope. You know what I mean? Like, this is my profile picture. I typed in. I think I typed in like I don't know, black superhero or something like that. And this is what came up. So it was pretty cool.
It looks like Captain Falcon a little bit.
Yeah, it kind of does. It's like a mix between like Falcon and like I don't know, and like
Brozone.
Yeah, so it's pretty dope. I think that AI kind of thing I think it's pretty cool what they're doing with it. There's this one AI, this guy, I was like arguing with him that that's not real. but it's like so realistic to where like you give it a concept and it'll literally make it, not just where it's like abstract, where it's like you tell
where you can tell it's a little off.
Yeah, it's like I think it was like one was like cat in a tree, and it was like literally like a tree, but the tree was a cat, and it was like, but it looked real. It was like so crazy. I wish I'll probably maybe I can find it
literally.
Like it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool what they're doing nowadays with this stuff, man. So, but hey, Elliot, what kind of game would you make if you had all the power?
Yeah.
You didn't answer your own question, dude.
Yeah, I guess you're right. No, I don't know. I think I would definitely want it to be some sort of a fantasy game, just because I love D&D so much.
Yeah, dude.
I know there's games out there that are very close to D&D, like what's the newer one that just came out?
Not Divinity.
Not Divinity, like the next one in that. Was it Baldur's Gate?
Baldur's Gate is a D&D property, and it is Baldur's Gate. Yeah.
Neverwinter.
Yeah, maybe
which is
something
D&D.
similar-ish, but like even like further in depth.
Are you talking about Diablo 3? I mean, the Diablo Immortal?
Not Diablo.
It's literally there's a game called Baldur's Gate that literally uses 5e for its rule set. If you've ever played like Knights of the Old Republic, it did like 3.5. Well, this one does 5, but instead of just only having combat checks and like charisma checks for like talking to people, like persuasion, like it's like literally jump checks, and people have broken the alpha already, like speed running it because they just rolled like a nat 20 on a jump and make it over to the other side, all like skipping a whole dungeon and shit.
Oh, nice.
Like it's the most dedicated recreation of playing Dungeons and Dragons so far. It's
I think
pretty
it's still in
awesome.
like early access or something like that.
It's gonna be in alpha probably for like 4 more years. And it is officially licensed for Dungeons and Dragons too.
Did you
like,
see there's a D&D
property.
movie coming out?
Oh yeah.
Dude, they had a D&D kids like cartoon in the 80s.
That was I love that cartoon.
The kids like when
they got isekai. That was like
different classes and stuff.
It was like the first. It was an isekai, bro. If you watch the cartoon,
it was
isekai. It was.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. 100%. I agree.
It is.
There's no.
They all got isekai into that world, and like I saw the new movie too. Like, I think I'm gonna watch it because I think it's pretty dope. I would know it does kind of got like this little lame feature to it, but I do think that they're playing like a little homage to the first movie. Because like that character Dumbledore, he's like, I think they have a character that looks like Dumbledore in that movie. He was the bad guy from the first one.
Yeah, the big bad.
Yeah, the guy with ears or whatever.
I went down a big YouTube rabbit hole with that old show a few months ago.
Oh, with the cartoon or?
Or just people being like, just people talking about it, and then like scenes and stuff, and like people being like, "This is why this show was like the greatest thing when I was a kid." And I'm like, yeah, if I was a kid in the '80s, I'd watch the fuck out of that show.
Yeah, there's been like a lot of case studies on old shows. Like I think I saw one the other day on Gargoyles, and like they were talking about why like
Gargoyles was one of those kid shows that like respected children's intelligence.
Yeah, it really made you think. Like, and like if you watch it, like it had like a lot of it talked about a lot of issues and a lot of things that were like relevant at the time, as well as giving like history and like real history and like, but making it entertaining in a way. So like a lot of cartoons back in the day, bro, were raw. Back
old Teen Titans.
Yeah, old Teen Titans. Like back before they were trying to like manipulate your kids into like whatever they wanted them to be. Now it's all about manipulation.
Subliminally messaging kids.
Yeah, that's all it's about now. It's just like, okay, what can we put into this cartoon to make your kid think that they are, a different person?
Yeah,
you know what I mean, basically.
Mm-hmm. What can we do to manipulate people? We live in a fucked up, stupid society nowadays,
bro,
and I'm just gonna keep watching it, and I can't wait. I'm gonna be a cyber ninja running around, man. That's what it's gonna turn into. I'm down 100%.
Go ahead and just upload.
Everyone talks about simulations all the time, and if I was in a simulation right now, I've said this 100 times, I'd be pissed, not because I'm in a simulation, but I have to pay taxes and go
right? I mean, but like, you know what? Neil deGrasse Tyson said it the best. He's like, you know, the odds are that the odds that we're in a simulation is so high, right? It's like, because you think about it, like, okay, if this was a simulated universe, right? Eventually, someone in our simulation is going to create a simulation, right, of a world, right? And then he's like, and then someone in that world simulation eventually is going to create a simulation. So it's like, so you have all these simulations creating simulations, and it's like, so the odds that you're in the first one is so far
low,
right? Like you're more likely and you're in one of the simulations of a simulation. So it's like, but at the same time, like I said, like, does it matter, right? What changes if you was to find out right now that we're in a simulation? What changes? Nothing changes.
Not shit.
The only thing that changes is that I just have that thought even stronger. Like, damn, why am I not slaying dragons then?
Right. I can be flying and shooting magic out of my hands. Instead, I'm freaking, you know what I'm saying?
I'm making 500 donuts a night from scratch. That's what I'm in the simulation.
You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of that stuff, like the world's flat or round, right? Like I said, like if you found out today that the world was flat, what would change? Like, other than they lied to you. Okay, so you've been lied to your whole life. Now, what changes? How does your life change from that moment?
Me being lied to my whole life? Well, that doesn't change anything in general because everyone's lied to all the time.
Right. So it's like people are so messed up about these issues that don't change nothing. It's like, oh my God, it's so crazy. Like, I'm like, why are you so mad about this thing? And it's like, it's not gonna do anything. Like, if you'd have found out the answer about it, and you find out the absolute truth that, you know, the world's hollow and reptilians exist and all this other stuff. I mean, it could be true, but like, and it does change your perception.
There's something.
It changes your perception of the world, but it doesn't really change your situation. It's not like you're gonna all of a sudden be able to start, you know, raising the dead or some shit because you figured this thing out. You know what I mean? It's like it's just like,
you're not gonna turn into Neo and be the one.
Right, you're not the one. You're not the one. There's like 11 million people on the planet. You're just one of those people that are out there. Like, you know what I mean?
I'd be that guy like, this steak tastes so good. I know it's not real. I'd be that guy.
Yeah, but ignorance is bliss.
Apparently, we're like, scientists are predicting that the world's population is about to start, like, it's going to hit its peak and then start declining because, like, birth rates have dropped like so much within the last generation. So apparently within like the next like 6 months, they're predicting that like we're gonna hit the peak of around like whatever 8.5 billion people, and then it's gonna start to decline because people are just having like less kids nowadays.
But here's the thing. That only declines in our reality because I saw a TED Talk and it was talking about like really there's around 11 billion people on the planet. How do we know this? Because like they don't censor everyone on the planet. They don't know how many people are in South America. Mm-hmm. They don't know that. There's people out there who never even heard of an internet. So how do you even so like there's people out there
in the Amazon,
right? In the Amazon, in the Congo, in the hills and mountains of Europe and Asia and Russia. There's people still living in freaking caves somewhere, and we don't even know it because they've been living in those caves for 10,000 years, and you don't even know that because we never went there. So it's like there's probably ancient civilizations that are under the water who had technology that lived under there. Like there's so much shit that we don't know. Like even if our current perception of reality changes to that fact to where like the people that are here changes, there's still going to be an entirely separate group of humans that survive or that are going to continue. So it's like
the whole world dies in nuclear fire, but you're going to have all these guys like, you know, all these hidden tribes just not even knowing it happened.
Not even knowing that the shit changed, you know what I mean? Like that's why I believe in I do believe in like hollow earth theory. I do believe because I do believe like there were because I've seen it. According to like
have you ever seen forbidden archaeology before?
I mean, I've heard of stuff that's probably forbidden, but I don't know if that specifically called it.
It was a book in the 90s that just goes over official archaeology accounts, and there's things like gold mines that are 3 million years old. In South America, there's gold mines that are millions of years old. Like, straight up,
because
100%.
Because according to like you know, there's like the Dogon tribe. They say humans been on the planet for 7 million years. Like so like basically humans. So think about it. If humans have been on this planet for 7 million years, can you imagine like that we must have had civilizations that rose and fell. Like There's been civilizations that got to a point of
and nature reclaims so fast you wouldn't even know.
You wouldn't even know it,
in
bro.
100 years, if we all disappeared in 100 years, New York City would be unrecognizable.
Bro, they said like
the
Titanic, right? The Titanic is supposed to be like completely gone in like the next like couple decades, like because the rate of deterioration. So like there's gonna be a time where like that entire sunken ship is just gonna be gone. And so the only thing there'll be left of it is just the stories of the movies or whatever. There won't be any evidence of it. So that means that like even there, like, so imagine like if we've been on this planet for 7 million years, imagine 100,000 years from now. Like, you know what I'm saying? 100,000 years from now, like we will be non-existent. No one's gonna care about Martin Luther King or anything about what we care about. Like no one's gonna know about that shit. Like because you know, whatever happens, we could get invaded by like, you know, an alien species or maybe even humans. Because really, I think that most aliens are just humans. That, like, what if 4 million years ago we had a civilization, right, that was so advanced they left the planet, right?
They left and then they
come back. Right?
All the stupid people here are still alive.
Like what?
Well, at least they have cars now,
right? You know what I'm saying? And so we think they're aliens, but really they're just ancient humans. You know what I mean? So it's like. That's why all that shit's like, it's so crazy, bro. It's like,
have you seen that released UFO footage from the fighter jet? The I think they call it the Tic Tac, and the government's literally like, no, we don't know what that is.
Oh yeah, it's something.
It's like that thing's moving so fast in all these directions, and we don't know what it is. So yeah, you guys don't know what it is. We don't know what it is. Fuck it.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's just.
I actually gotta get going. I gotta work soon.
Oh right, shit! It's 1:44 already.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, 3:44.
Quick plugs and stuff then.
Huh?
I guess.
Oh yeah, well check me out 6186 on Twitch and YouTube. Y'all make sure y'all check me out. You know, saying follow me. I'll be playing video games. I'll probably be playing some BrawlHalla later. If you guys want to play, hey, if you download Project Ascension, let me know, man. Text me on the thing, dude. Let me know so we can get you in my guild
for sure.
Mine's Manson. I don't do anything. Eventually, I will, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on the podcast. That's how you nerds will know me.
Right?
Cool. Yeah, I'll still be streaming. I think I got my stream schedule set up for like 4 days a week right now. School's starting next week, so.
Oh yeah, school starts on the 29th, dude.
Yeah, it's starting real soon.
5 days.
So I'm gonna see how that goes. But yeah, I'm working on an EP right now. It's almost finished, so it should be on like Spotify, Apple Music, and all that stuff here soon.
Oh, dude, let me know, bro. Is it what kind of music? What kind of music?
It's this. So it's like hip hop music with like a little bit of electronic influence. It's like my first album was like EDM with like a little bit of hip hop influence. This one's like kind of like reverse. It's like mostly like hip hop beats with like some like with lots of pads and like synths and stuff.
Is it just like instrumentals?
Yeah, just instrumentals.
Cool, dude. Then like, do I have permission to like play it in the background of my streams?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Then that's how we do it, dude.
What do you use? Do you use Spotify or Apple Music?
Yeah, I have Spotify, or I can, but you can have a window open for anything in the background.
Yeah, you should DMCA the fuck out of Mark when he does that. Get us all jazzed.
Like copyright claim.
No, the thing is, my music isn't copyrighted.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't think.
It's copyrighted because you created it. Like once you make something tangible, it's copyrighted. And
it's still intellectual property.
Yeah, like once, because I pay a service to like distribute the music for me, like under my name and stuff. So I guess technically it is, but
it is.
I'm not gonna go after someone for playing it in the background of their stream. That'd be stupid as hell.
No, because it's like free advertisement. All right, man. Thank you guys for having me today, man. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for helping.
Glad you come around.
Yeah, I made it. I finally made it. It took forever to get here. All right, you guys.
Oh, it's all good. Like I spent like 45 minutes troubleshooting before you even got here.
Right.
Yeah, we had our own problems going on for a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a headset. That's what I need. I need to get a headset like you guys so I can sound good. So sorry, you guys.
Join the crew.
I know.
It's almost 2 o'clock and I do overnights, so I'm gonna leave right now, fellas. Y'all have a good one, okay?
Yep.
You peace, man.